What's the moment you realized your commanding officer had no idea what was happening? Colonel Whitman arrived at our forward operating base in Iraq with a briefcase full of PowerPoint slides and zero combat experience. Guy looked like he'd stepped straight out of a recruitment poster. Pressed uniform, polished boots, speaking in motivational quotes from leadership manuals. His first briefing was pure fantasy. Gentlemen, we're going to revolutionize counterinsurgency operations through enhanced community engagement and tactical innovation. I'm sitting there thinking, this dude has no clue what we're actually dealing out here. We've been taking mortar fire every night for 3 weeks, losing supply convoys to roadside bombs, and watching insurgents vanish into civilian populations like smoke. But Whitman had solutions for everything. We'll establish trust through scheduled community meetings, he announced proudly. Regular dialogue will eliminate hostility and create sustainable partnerships. Staff Sergeant Crenshaw raised his hand. Sir, the last village elder who met with Americans got executed 2 days later. His head was left on the school steps as a warning. Whitman waved dismissively. That's exactly the kind of negative thinking we need to overcome. Success requires optimism and creative problem solving. The breaking point came during our 3rd week under his command. Intelligence reported a massive weapons cache hidden in an abandoned school building. High-value target, time-sensitive mission, standard search, and destroy operation. Whitman insisted on personally leading the assault. This is an opportunity for me to demonstrate leadership under fire, he told us during mission planning. I watched him studying satellite photos like they were vacation pictures, completely missing obvious danger signs, blast patterns around the building, unusual vehicle tracks, clear evidence of recent fortification. Sir, I tried explaining. Those markings suggest prepared fighting positions. We should expect heavy resistance. He looked at me with that condescending smile. Sergeant, you're overthinking this. Sometimes the simplest approach is most effective. His plan was insane. Direct frontal assault, minimal reconnaissance, no contingency planning, everything our training taught us never to do. Morning of the operation, Whitman showed up wearing brand new gear, looking like he was heading to a photo shoot instead of a potential firefight. Kept asking if his helmet sat properly, worried about dust on his equipment. We approached the target building, and I could feel my stomach knotting up. Something was seriously wrong with this whole situation, but Whitman was practically bouncing with excitement. Remember team, we're making history today. Textbook urban warfare execution. That's when the shooting started. Muzzle flashes erupted from 6 different windows simultaneously. RPG trails streaked overhead. The entire building was a fortress packed with insurgents who'd been waiting for us. Whitman froze completely, just stood there in the open, mouth hanging open, like he couldn't process what was happening. Bullets were snapping past his head, and he wasn't moving. I grabbed his vest and dragged him behind cover while my squad returned fire. Sir, we need to call for backup and establish a perimeter. But he was muttering to himself, staring at his briefing notes. This wasn't in the scenario planning. The intelligence briefing didn't mention organized resistance. Crenshaw crawled over during a lull in gunfire. Colonel, we're pinned down bad. These guys knew we were coming. It's a setup. Whitman looked genuinely confused, but I followed the manual exactly. Phase 1 reconnaissance, Phase 2 approach, Phase 3 engagement. It should be working. I realized he thought warfare was like a corporate presentation. Follow the slides, get the expected results. The concept that enemies might adapt or plan ahead had never occurred to him. We fought our way out after calling in air support, but barely. 3 wounded, equipment lost, mission failed completely. All because our commanding officer confused real combat with classroom theory. The investigation afterward revealed the truth. Whitman had been fast-tracked for promotion through political connections, never served a day in actual combat zones. His previous assignments were all administrative positions at stateside bases. He got quietly transferred to a desk job at the Pentagon within a week. The official report blamed communication failures and inadequate intelligence preparation. But here's what really shocked me. 6 months later, I found out Whitman had been promoted to full colonel and was teaching combat leadership courses at the Command and General Staff College. Apparently, his superiors decided his fresh perspective and innovative thinking made him perfect for training the next generation of military officers. The same guy who nearly got us killed because he couldn't tell the difference between PowerPoint warfare and actual bullets was now teaching other officers how to lead soldiers in combat.